culturally, I feel that we're doing very well. We've done very well. We have a lot going on from a culture perspective. I think we just need to adopt the understanding that we need systems to sustain the economic aspect of it. Right? So you want to be a dancer, there's a livelihood aspect as much as an expression aspect. Every artist wants to express himself, but some people feed themselves through the art, right? So if you want to feed yourself through art, you have to develop the culture of entrepreneurship. And I think that's what is lacking the most. I think we sometimes you get caught up with the exposure, the need for fame and all of that, in as much as you know there's a need for economic value, that's a balance, the commercial aspect of it, the ecosystem. So we need systems. And I think in the next 10 years, looking at the kind of young people that are coming out and having conversation about the worry about this aspect, when you're worried about pain, solution will come out faster. So I see the future is bright. Now, people like us, we're not quitting. I want to make sure that that system exists.
To be very honest with you, with how far yes, with the light of Dr. Kaffy, looking at the trajectory of our journey, and then the present age we are in, I feel like structures are beginning to come into place, and then we are beginning to understand not just the crafts, not just the dance as a craft, but also the business aspect of this. So I believe that we are moving in that direction.
Oh, what? Oh, in order to break the record, how many hours do you want to go for 100 and what?
168 hours, 7 days.
I wish you the best. I didn't even do that long. Although mine was because it was a group of people, so it's tougher to make so many people achieve the same thing. But as an individual, I'll tell you the pros and the cons, right? The pros as an individual is that it's all about you, your energy, yourself, your mindset. Right? So you don't need anybody else to fail on your behalf. The problem with a group is somebody can fail on your behalf. Like if somebody does not make it, you shall be disqualified because you don't have enough people to cross the other line. So you are also responsible for other people's energy. But for a solo attempt, you're responsible for your energy. You just need a fantastic team to keep all the things that are aligned for you. What do you need? Number one, the mindset you need is the mindset of a winner all the time. It defeats even the mindset of preparation. I think preparation is not achieved by you preparing for it. Preparation is achieved by you already embodying what is required to do it in your livelihood, in your lifestyle. When I broke the record, I already run marathons. I already had great endurance skills, right? It helped me. So who are you prior to this? You show his face. Your discipline will show. You understand? Your commitment to downtime will show. Your muscle will fail you. You can say Asian. It's not Asian. It is a bit of, yes, you need your muscular, you need your system to be ready for the impact. But your mind is the greatest muscle you can work on right now. So the mindset is that of the winner. You have to talk yourself out of every negative thing that the body will bring your way and to have facts. The body tell you your leg is failing you and it's a fact. But your mind will tell the leg it's failing you, but
we're still moving.
Do you understand? So it's a mindset of the winner. It's mind over matter all the time. You must have. So how ready is your mind for this? Not mindset of I want to do this thing so I can break work record. That mindset can only take you to part of the journey. The mindset that will take you to the end, that will make you not want to quit.
Yes.
Is the mindset that the hunger of Ben the dancer.
Yes.
Beyond defeat lays. That is where you find that guy that will finish this. So for you, is that guy ready to go with you on this journey? Yeah, I said it's ready.
To be faithful, with 18 years in the experience and then also being a fitness instructor. In fact, before I even thought of attempting the Guinness World Record, after praying, I think it took me 2 years to make that decision because I had to go to the gym consistently. I prayed about it because I needed my mind to be ready. So I could really relate to what you're saying. And every day I keep preparing my mind. I think I'm making plans to see a therapist. Yeah, so it could also eradicate every thought, every element of doubts that I want to interfere.
They will come. You can't eradicate them. You're going to have to face some of them. They will come. Your worst fears are going to face you that day. But I want to ask my own personal question.
Okay.
Why Guinness World Record? Because to be honest, I am almost tired of everybody wanting to attempt it. It's almost like there's something is doing for people, which is the area where I empathize with and I always support people when they want to do it. There's a vibration to it that it gives a human being. There's a fulfillment it brings. But I feel that to an extent, a lot of people have abused the idea of attempting it and just attempt because that's an this thing will help me grow. That's an this thing will help me grow. Yes, it gives you some level of visibility, but guess what? Guinness World Record does not take you to any level that you're not ready to take yourself without it. Right? So that's a question I want to ask you. What are you seeking that you're hoping that Guinness World Record will help you achieve? Because there's something you are looking for, right? Forget the old Guinness World Record in the end of the world. There's something, and if you can be truthful to yourself for that, I'll tell you what mine was, maybe to help you. But be truthful to yourself for that, with that. That truth is what you're going to use to fight. My truth was, we were in an era where dance had literally no voice or face. If I get to do something like that, I am creating a portal of perception change. I'm practically shifting and shaking a narrative. That's one. Second one I would held strong for was in an era Nigeria was getting a lot of bashing with the way we are seen internationally because of our, I think the military or the power that they held us. So Nigeria was not having good, now we are back to that scenario, but we're not having a good standing in terms of PR in the world out there. And one of the things in the media, and one of the things that Uncle Ben Bruce was mentioning about breaking the record is that we need to put Nigeria on a good light back again. So it was, for me, a patriotic charge. And for me, it was also a vision charge that this is not going to be an opportunity. So the patriotic charge birthed the opportunity that if I'm going to do this, dance will also now have a voice louder than it could ever have. And it did that magic for us. Nobody ever believed that dance could be in a Guinness World Record from Africa. You understand? So that was the confusion. So even when I was tired and got to a point, I was like, okay, if not for dance, I'll not do it again. But when I thought of for country, there was more energy for that. Then sometimes the dance on overtake. I'm like, no what to happen for the industry. Not many young people, look at all these young people, their lives will change. You understand? So it was beyond myself. It was for country. It was for purpose. So for you now, what is your truth about why you're doing this?
To be very honest with you, I'm actually glad you asked this question because looking at far back from where I'm coming from, you definitely know I came from the north because I remember when Mrs. Ugo reached out to you about someone that was coming from Bauchi. And then when I came in and then, I had that platform with Made, which was really exceptional for me. Then it got to a point whereby now I am building a name for myself, but I've also not forgotten the voices way back at home. Now, they need a platform, which is one. Secondly, when I look at the way the dance, especially with trends in the dance industry, we need to work on the cultural shifts because we are really shifting away from.
It's almost like we are losing our cultural essence.
We're losing our cultural essence. And then that's why if you notice, most of the dances I do are cultural. They're cultural driven. And from my attire to my how I carry myself. So for me, it's a cultural shift. That's why I earlier mentioned, I said, I want to be able to be in a limelight where I could speak as a cultural ambassador. A cultural ambassador globally. So for me, that is one. And then secondly, I want to expose the power of dance, spiritual. Because to be very honest with you, it has always been for me, dance is spiritual. It is not physical for the entertainment. So I believe that with that longest hour I am dancing, I'm expressing that spiritual part that can carry my body, carry my soul, carry my spirit.
So ascend beyond the physical.
Yeah, and then it also inspires other people, not just in the dance field, but also in other professions.
You're speaking to the choir right now. You're preaching to the choir because when it comes to understanding the depth of dance beyond the superficial, I embody that. I believe that dance is grossly underestimated by humanity. And not because of the word dance. Dance comes as an architecture, like it's already like a form. But what is the base of dance itself is movement.
Sure.
Movement and flow. And creation was created from chaos. And flow was the sequence of events that created creation. So without flow, humanity is dead. So even the doctor, science is now backing it up that without movement, you're going to die. Literally die. So I believe that you can use this platform to amplify the essence of dance to life beyond the entertainment value it is being consumed as. You link so much to the entertainment value. You've forgotten that is the one of the strongest weapon of warfare is the spiritual realm is praise and movement. Dance. So dance, health-wise, very important. Mental health, very important. Spiritual well-being, very important. Physical well-being, exceedingly important. And just for the flow of your conscious expression, intellectual expression, academic expression, retentive memory, cognitive function is vast. And if you want to look at it from the ecosystem of career choice and career pathway, dance is one thing that if you practice, you can actually work anywhere. You can work in advertising, you can work in media, you can work in film, you can work in fashion, you can work in health, you can work in education. If we look at how pivotal and how important all of these areas I've mentioned to life, then a dancer should be given a value and respect as a doctor would, because it is not an apple that keeps a doctor away, it's a dancer that keeps a doctor away. Things that would help propel this even bigger is this conversations that you're having. Yes. And even during the time that as you're dancing the dance, one of the things I will tell you to add is that dance have a moment where it's a dancing, they talk. Okay. They preach. Okay. They express some of these things. So let me tell you something. Right now, I'm on the run whereby my muscles are failing, but my spirit is moving. Because there's flow, there's energy. Because right now, you're going to get to a point where there was a point when I was dancing that I felt like I moved into another realm. And so that realm that sustained you. So the body stopped me. The body, this vessel. The vessel. It was just a vessel. The spirit had to take over. Because after a while, I was so numb, I felt nothing. At the point where your kinetic energy has reached its peak, and the resonance force is so high in vibration that the mass over matter starts to conform and becomes, F is equals to NU. You understand? Force equals to mass times acceleration. So the acceleration of the kinetic energy and the mass of the body now meets so high that force is all that there is. And that energetic force is you within the spirit. It meets at a vibration. You gotta be in vibration with the essence of flow and movement, and your light starts to be there. So at some point you're going to be seeing things, because I was hallucinating. Oh my goodness. You're going to get to a point of hallucination, right? And you almost be talking to something that you're not knowing that is there. There's that. One of the things that I hallucinated the most about was some of the things that you are going through physically starts to show up visually as a person. I saw Pip as a woman. She was beautiful. She wanted to hug me. I was like, no, don't you dare come. She had flowing hair out. See, you think you're awake. There are moments whereby, let me go, see my guy. There are moments whereby this guy will be seeing everybody. You won't see anybody. You be hearing voices. There are times whereby you are actually asleep with your eyes open. And you think you are awake, but you're not awake. In fact, there are moments whereby you have to consciously let yourself know that you should be moving. I see some of my team members, this is how they are doing. In their brains, they are just saying. But in reality, this is how they are saying, you are not moving. You are not moving. Dance. 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 So sometimes to break out of that, sometimes it's not about dance, it's about movement. Movement talk about dance. There's time I had to be running. They had to play. Come on, I'm not crazy. Just run left, right. You turn mad. You have to run, because at that moment it's movement. You get what I'm saying? It's about move. You just have to move. So you shake it off. That was when one DJ almost put on in trouble. You know the DJs were in rotation. Yes. Same with that one. Now gonna play. I made love to you. And there are times that the spirit of dance is the strongest. Yeah. It's at the crescendo. And 5 a.m. is the wow. Once it's 2 a.m., just know you're entering danger time. This is a time whereby It's as if 10,000 angels are singing for your sleep.
Body must.
You'll be singing for you to sleep. You don't hear your this for you, my baby. I tell you, this is what they call like the reason people tell you, man, dance like this. Yeah, because you're not seeing them. You put down training. Then you so prepare them for a lot of drama. Mental warfare.
To be very honest, I have no fear. Wow. Yeah. Because right from the beginning of my journey,
Yeah, no fear. No.
so
It's complicated.
it's even with that, I've prepared my mind.
But it's not fear like yeah, fear. It's not, they're not something that will land. I'm not trying to discourage you, but I like if I see this problem. Very confident. I'm confident. But tough.
One thing I've known is I was sent as a gift to the world to change the world, to change a particular thing. I'm sent as a solution to a problem. So as long as I'm in that line of purpose, even if I leave, even if I, let's say we're not praying for it, but whatever happens, as long as I'm in that line of course, for me, it's every day. So I'm never scared of anything. This is what I was born to do. This is what I was created to do. So I'm doing it wholeheartedly with no fear. That even if the fear comes, I know I will go through it and I will come out of it stronger and better.
And that is the mindset of a winner. That mindset you're looking for. This is just a
Okay, to be very honest, the reason why I'm calling Nigerians to support me on this course, it is because the idea or the vision behind why I'm doing the record is not about me. First is for the unity and diversity of the Nigerian culture in terms of our different ethnic groups and traditions, right? So when we are coming together and we're coming in unity to achieve a common purpose, it means if Bendancer can achieve 168 hours, it means that vision you have been procrastinating, it is time to wake up. It is time to, believe the unimaginable, that nothing is impossible except your mindset. You don't have a mind shift. So for me, it is saying all Nigerians should come together so that in unity, in that oneness, we can encourage each other. In that space, there's networking where we network with each other, share great ideas together, and achieve a common goal.
He said no, but for me, Nigerians don't even need to hear all this story before they support you. Everybody that has attempted reasonably has gained support. And that is one beautiful thing about Nigerian people. When they see a cause that they can tell the honesty in the cause, and they can tell the one that is just self-seeking, self-glory seeking, validation seeking cause. And just see how the girls, Nigerians are going to support you. They might not know immediately because the country is going through a lot of distraction nowadays. But I believe that by that time, we are starting early. And by the time it's time, our country will have been in a better place. The bleeding will have stopped, and we'll be in that place whereby we are ready to open our hearts and not use our trauma to look at things and shut things down because we are hurt, right? And still give hope a chance in the middle of all that is going wrong. There's still a lot of amazing things that Nigerians are doing right. And this is one of them. And the Nigerians would see that. And I'm very sure, I don't doubt that they will support.